Hey everyone, just walked out of the theater from seeing Evil Dead Rise. I'm just going to give you my initial thoughts. I'm not going to spoil anything. And I got to see it with my buddy Dale _ from the Bat and Spider podcast. Make sure you check those guys out. And hey, if you're an Evil Dead fan, I'll say this up front. If you're an Evil Dead fan, I think you're really going to like this movie. If you're a horror fan, I think you're really going to like this movie. If you're not a horror fan, I'd skip this one. What to say about this one without giving anything away? Well, there's a couple things you need for an Evil Dead movie. You need the book, you need some Deadites, and a lot of gore. And this movie knocks that out of the park. It's a very intense movie. There's a lot of gore. Is it as gory as the 2013 one? Maybe not quite, but it's close. It's very close. Paper thin close. They throw the gore around very liberally here. There's no shortage of the carnage candy. So, as a father, and I got to say, there's a little girl in this movie, and the actress is fantastic. She's great. But it made me uncomfortable with how close some situations got in regards to her character, because she's put right in the thick of it, and all this crazy shit's going on around her, and it made me feel a little uncomfortable. I got to be honest. That's the father in me. But overall, as a horror film, it's fantastic. It's really well made. Lee Cronin did a great job with the directing. There was moments of this film that made me think that Sam Raimi was directing it. So he definitely pulled from the Evil Dead, the early Evil Dead films, the Sam Raimi films, because there were some shots straight out of those films, and which I love. The more Sam Raimi we get, the better. So that was great. The acting across the board was really well done. From the kids, because it's a family unit we're dealing with here. You know that from the trailers. They gave that away early. All the kids are great, and they are put through the ringer. And Alyssa Sutherland, who plays the mother, once she turns, that's not a spoiler because the trailer gave that away as well, she is awesome. She makes a great Deadite, and she's definitely a very memorable one, for sure. But overall, this is a very intense, very gore-filled thrill ride, and I really, really enjoyed it. It's a very well-made Evil Dead movie, and we'll see where they take it from here. I know the King, Bruce Campbell, just said the other day that if this does well, they'd like to make a movie every 2 to 3 years. I'm always up for more Evil Dead, even minus Ash, although I love those films. If we get more Evil Dead films, I'm there for it. So this is if you like the Evil Dead if you like the Evil Dead movies, you're going to really enjoy this one. I would give this one out of the theater a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It's a very well-made, very gory horror film. Straight up horror film. There's no slapstick here. There's no Army of Darkness kind of comedy here. It's a very straight-laced, hardcore horror film. And I got to be honest, I was saying to Dale on the way out of the theater, this is probably the goriest film I've seen in the theater in a very long time. There's nothing that's come close to this since maybe the last Evil Dead movie. I don't know. I'd really have to think about it, but this is definitely the goriest film I've seen in quite some time in a theatrical experience. But yeah, 9 out of 10 for the Evil Dead Rise. Have you seen it yet? Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe button, share this video. I greatly would appreciate that. I'll be back soon with some more reviews, but until next time, bye.